Hi, I'm Tom.
And I'm Dom.
And we are
Tom and Dom Travel. We recently took a cruise on Sky Princess for 14 nights and we sailed out of Southampton. We visited a number of ports in France, Portugal and Spain. Thank you to all of our subscribers, people that have liked, commented, really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, just click that subscribe button now and get notified every time we release new content. This is the last of our Sky Princess series, and if you've missed any episodes, just click the link on screen now. So, day 15 then, our last sort of morning on Sky Princess. Very, very sad. We woke up about half past seven. Just double checked the cabin, the stateroom to make sure we hadn't left anything behind. So that is a top tip. And then we basically proceeded to go to the main dining room to catch a bit of breakfast before our allocated disembarkation time of 9 a.m.
The night before disembarkation, don't forget to leave your suitcases outside your room. You'll be given a piece of paper with your allocated disembarkation time. Make sure you arrive at your allocated area of the ship. For example, we've been allocated Princess Live at the specific time to be ready for disembarkation. Yep, so great experience in the Estrella restaurant where everybody can go to on the morning of disembarkation, or you can still use the buffet if that's easier for you. But we went into Estrella, great service, pretty quick with the breakfast arriving, and then we were ready for disembarkation.
Our allocated waiting area was Princess Live, but it was so busy we ended up sitting in good spirits and waiting for the backlog to clear.
Yeah, so we sat there for roughly hour and a half to 2 hours, didn't we, waiting for our time to get out. You had a lovely time playing on your Switch, but eventually our time came and we were able to disembark. However, that was not the end of the story.
Disembarking Sky Princess was relatively straightforward. We managed to walk through the terminal, pick up our luggage, and then as we left the terminal, that's when things got a little bit more chaotic.
Yeah, so we needed a taxi to get home, and we joined the queue for the taxi, and we waited, and we waited, and we waited. Anyway, this queue was not moving at all. So eventually, after about half an hour of no queue moving, we decided to give up, and we dragged our cases from the terminal all the way into the centre of Southampton. We do not recommend you do this because it was hard work. We had 5 suitcases with us and only 2 of us to pull these down the street. So it was really... But we arrived into the centre of Southampton far, far, far quicker than those still in the terminal because the road into the terminal was at gridlock. Again, consequence of the fire alarm going off.
Yeah, it delayed us, but you had all of Sky's new passengers that were embarking on that day, and we basically met them at the terminal, and it was sheer carnage. All of Southampton was gridlocked. It was absolutely horrendous. No taxis could leave the terminal. No taxis could get into the terminal.
No, we tried Uber a couple of times, but they just cancelled our bookings. So anyway, we managed to get into Southampton, got in a taxi from the centre of Southampton and got home. Everything was fine in the end.
Yeah, everything was fine in the end. Obviously, it wasn't Sky or Princess's fault. It's just one of them things. We thought we'd put together our highlights and our lowlights.
So our tops and our bottoms.
So we'll start with the bottoms because we don't like to end on a negative note. So at number 1.
Yeah. We've heard it many times. I'm sure you've heard it many times. The Wi-Fi on Princess ships is not good.
In terms of speeds, we're talking about kilobits per second. Absolutely, pre-dial-up speeds. It is not fast. It doesn't work very well. It will cut you out. Best Wi-Fi at sea? Absolutely not. If you were going to compare it to other lines that do paid for Wi-Fi, I'd really have to say it's the worst Wi-Fi at sea. Completely unreliable. Hopefully though, because Princess have got a lot of sort of negative press around this because it is horrendous. And I know a lot of people say you're on holiday, you're on a cruise, why do you need Wi-Fi? You've bought it as part of your package, or you've bought it as part of an add-on. You've paid good money for it.
You want it to work.
You want it to work.
So, yeah, number 1, Wi-Fi, not good. Number 2, one of our favourite things on a ship is that we love a promenade deck. Sky Princess has a slight promenade deck, but nothing to write home about at all. So if you're wanting those views, those walks, you got to go up to the top deck, but it's not the same. No promenade deck, and what you can walk around, the lifeboats are blocking your view, so you've got a very small section, and in that there's a smoker section, so it's not ideal at all.
At number 3, only 2 production shows on the entire 14-night cruise. So we had both rock opera and 5 skies. Now, for a 14-night cruise, we felt a little bit hard done by because we could have booked a 7-night cruise and had both of them, been able to watch both of those shows.
Yeah, we've been on other lines that have, for a 2-week cruise, that have done 12 production shows. So 12 production shows, 2 weeks versus 2 production shows in 2 weeks is not good. And the production show team are on board the whole cruise, and you saw them twice. Apart from
a couple of pop-up
a
performances.
2-minute stint, which was just one song, I think it was Bruno Mars' song, and at Sail Away for, again, a 2-minute Sail Away dance. So the production team are fantastic.
Talented,
So Princess, if you're listening, use the team. You've got a fantastic team there. Where are they for the rest of the week? And saying that, the guest entertainers are great, but use the team that you've got. Better production shows at the standard of 5 skies or rock opera 3 or 4 times a week would be fantastic.
Absolutely.
And number 4 is the karaoke. Now, we don't mind a bit of karaoke, but when you have it nearly every night of a 14-night cruise, karaoke gets old very quickly, especially if you haven't got the best singers.
Yeah, it felt a little bit as if they'd run out of activities for us, especially during the second week of the cruise. And pretty much, I think the last 4 nights were block booked 2-hour karaoke sessions. As Tom said, we don't mind karaoke, but it just felt a little bit
overdone.
Yeah. So obviously that was one of our, pet peeves, I suppose, was the fact that, there was just too much karaoke on board.
Gosh, we're getting very minor here and very picky. And that leads us on to number 5, which is even pickier because, in all honesty, the cruise was very good, very, very good. But we're going to be picky and pick number 5, and that is
the wine glasses.
So see, picky.
It's really picky, but it's one of them things that just sort of niggles at you. And throughout the cruise, it wasn't a one-off occurrence. We both order 2 glasses of red wine, exactly the same red, And they come in 2 different glasses.
Yeah, sometimes completely different sizes, completely different shapes. And if you want a red wine, you just want it in a red wine glass. There is a set glass for whichever venue. Onto the tops of the cruise.
At number 1 then has to be the complimentary room service. The fact that you could order whatever you wanted pretty much from the menu and it would be delivered to you free of charge was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we did it many times in the morning, in the afternoon and late at night, and it always arrived within half an hour. They always give a half an hour window, and they did, to be fair. So yeah, at number 1, room service. At then number 2, we have the Princess Plus drinks package. It is good value for money. The variety of drinks that you can have is definitely extensive. That's alcoholic drinks, soft drinks, teas and coffees. Everything is covered. It is a great package to have.
No, absolutely. The sheer quantity of drinks, alcoholic drinks available at bars throughout the ship is huge, and there will be something for everybody. It'll be very interesting to see on our next cruise with Princess after the introduction of their new package to see if that changes. Fingers crossed it doesn't, but we'll keep you updated.
Yeah. Okay, so then at number 3 is the ship design. We absolutely love the ship design of Sky, apart from the promenade deck, which we've already spoken about. But the atrium where the entertainment venues are, love that. Love the space up on the top deck, and our favourite area, the Wakeview bar.
Yeah, absolutely. The ship is easy to navigate. Everything is signposted. Sky Princess is a relatively new vessel, so it is a truly beautiful ship, and it had to be on our top 5 somewhere.
Okay, so then in at number 4 is the staff. Now the crew on board are fantastic. The good thing is we were on a 2-week cruise. With a 2-week cruise, those staff learn who you are, learn your names, learn your quirks, and get to know you. They offered us extra meals. They offered us extra items in the drinks. They recommended things for us to try. We just couldn't. They couldn't do any more for us. We absolutely love the staff on board, even down to the crew in the international cafe. I turned up there with an evening, they knew my order. That's the thing that you want, is staff that value their customers on the ship.
Yeah, no, they are one of a kind, absolutely brilliant, cannot do enough for you. So really, really well done, and they should be applauded because they do work so hard.
Yeah.
And in at number 5, we've got to say that the 24-hour international cafe has got to be one of our top spots.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what time of day, if you want a drink, if you want a coffee, a bottle of water, a sandwich, a cookie, a bit of cake, you can just nip down to deck 5, just off the piazza, and the international cafe is there for you. If you've got Princess Plus, all of those premium coffees are included in your package. Yeah. Not part of your 15 alcoholic beverages limit. You can have as many of them as you want.
So yeah, make use of the International Cafe. Get the words out, Tom. International Cafe. It is a fantastic venue and we definitely did. We were having coffees of a morning. We were having coffees at 2 a.m. Decaf, but at 2 a.m. and it was just great, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic.
Just so convenient.
Yeah.
And the staff were lovely.
Yeah, we went there for breakfast. We would have croissants for breakfast and...
croissants before bed.
Those cheese and ham croissants are good.
They are amazing.
Not so sold on the cheeseburger pie, but see what you think. So, all in all, we absolutely loved our time on Sky Princess and are gutted that it has now come to an end.
Sad times.
big question, would we go back on board? And the answer is
Yes.
yeah, no question really. We would definitely go back on board. We enjoyed everything that came with our first Princess experience, and would certainly want to do it again.
Yeah.
In fact,
We are. This time on Enchanted Princess, to a little bit of a colder destination, Norway and Iceland. But we are really looking forward to it with no sort of reservations at all.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching our Sky Princess vlog series. We really appreciate all of the comments and the likes and the new subscribers.
Definitely.
If you've missed any of our vlogs, you can click the link on screen and catch up with those.
Yep, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. We have another series coming along, as we just mentioned, on Enchanted, and don't miss that.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to check us out on social media.